Hi, everybody. Can everybody hear us? Hi, Riley and Shannon and Michaela and Laura and Brittany. That's all I can see in the room right now. So, Riley's watching The Exorcist. Excellent movie, Riley. Missy and Chuck and Shannon. Awesome. Can you hear us? How about Chris?
Can you hear me?
Everyone complains they can't hear Chris. Can everybody hear Chris?
Hello? You got a bright mouth on you.
So, how is everybody tonight? Yep, they can hear you too. Let's see her.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, you guys take this moment to share the feed if you want to. We are giving away lots of prizes tonight. You'll see this pretty little decoration on my face. It is sliding a little bit. We are giving these away tonight. We are giving away fan t-shirts tonight. Yay.
Awesome.
And we are giving away, let's see. Oh, the hatchet earrings. We're giving away the hatchet earrings tonight. What else are we giving away? We could give away shot glasses. We got a whole bunch of stuff we're going to give away tonight. So if you want to share this feed, go ahead and share it. I see Missy did. If anybody before Missy shared, please let me know because I'm putting you in the fan sweepstakes right now for sharing this feed on your wall right now. All you have to do is share it and let us know that you shared it. Chuck said he knows the crystal show is tomorrow, but his luck continues. Actually, I do have something that helps with lung and lung infections, Chuck, and I will let you know about that after the show. All right, Laura and Missy, Bev, Shannon. We're drawing names tonight, guys, for all these cool prizes. So just let us know that you shared and we'll get you in the bucket. So, Brittany, thank you, Brittany. I like it too. We're totally going to wear one of these when we're out. All right, Brittany. Luis, you won in our sweepstakes, I think last week. I can't remember.
Yes.
But I need your address, Louis, or Luis. I'm not sure how you say that. Michaela. Anybody else before we fold these names up and put them in the fan bucket? Here we go. We had to buy another fan bucket because the first one's getting full. So here we go. This is a fan bucket. Fan sweepstakes right here. Chris is helping me and folding them and putting them in there. Thank you, Michaela.
I work, not talk.
Oh, you work, not talk. All right, so this is the bucket we're pulling from. Anybody else before I put it down? Make sure we got everybody. Miss Bev says she keeps freezing. You might want to try to back out and come back in. You know how Facebook is. So you just keep a look at the comments, and if anybody types shared, let me know. Let me see here. I gotta fix this so we can see your guys' comments.
There we go.
There we go. All right, now we can see your comments. All right. Thank you, Bev Lewis. I haven't seen your beautiful face in such a long time. Welcome to Q2 Hour, everybody. Feed is freezing, they said. Try to go back out and come back in. Because on our end, it's not freezing. So, what are you doing? You don't know what you're doing. Why are you keep doing that? Okay, guys. Enough of the chit chat. Here we go. I want to show you guys.
Melinda's in here.
Melinda. Hi, Melinda.
I don't know if she shared yet, but she's in here.
So, Shannon says she has 4 times. All right, I'll get you back in there again. Here we go. Ways to win at Q2 Hour tonight, guys. We are doing the fan sweepstakes. Let me get you in there, Shannon, before I forget. Who said no clowns? Brittany? Well, here's the way to win tonight, guys. The trivia game. We're going to be playing 2 trivia games. We're also going to be playing the trick or treat game, and that's new. So, how we play the trick or treat game is when you hear this sound, whenever you hear that sound, play it one more time so they can get it. Whenever you hear that sound in Q2 hour tonight, the first person to type trick or treat gets an instant prize out of our prize bucket. How does that sound? Awesome. Also, you're sharing your fan bucket entries, which we just did. Yes, Vet, I can see you. I can see Beth Fogger, Shannon, Melinda, Laura, Brittany, Riley. If you guys are having problems, back out and come back in. Go over, make sure you're joining the live feed from the Q2 hour page. Make sure you hit play on the live. Okay, guys, so that's the ways you can win tonight in Q2 hour.
We're not too loud, are we?
Hopefully, we're not too loud. We got a totally new system. Chris has got, I don't even know what he's got going on over here. We got the screen and all this. We got new microphones. So awesome. And we are giving away t-shirts tonight, guys. All right, so let's get started. The full moon, the last super full moon of 2023.
Memo.
Well, that's tonight, guys. You should be able to look up in the sky right now and see the moon. Laura said not too loud. Good. I gotta stop doing this. I keep touching that. Oh, Laura, Nelfie time. I love my nails. This is Black Widow. So, anybody wondering? All right. So, what was I saying? Oh, yes, the super full moon tonight, the harvest moon. We're going to talk about that tonight. What do you think, Chris, about the full moon?
I think it's bright outside.
You think it's bright outside? It's
I was
bright.
out there standing there a few minutes ago.
Oh, how bright was it? Pretty bright?
Mm-hmm.
Really bright? How do you guys like our screen tonight? Do you like our new setup?
I didn't lose any digits building this one.
Yeah, that's always a good thing when Chris doesn't lose digits. Everybody here is all right? We're not getting comments on this, I don't think, but we are on mine. I love the screen. Awesome. Okay, guys, so here's our topic tonight, the harvest full moon, the full moon in Aries. And I know Brittany is an Aries, I believe. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. I have my stuff together tonight. We are going to be looking at slideshows also alongside of Chris and I. Brittany, we're going to have to get you on here sometime soon.
But you joined the feed.
Yeah. Hi, Melinda. I see Melinda's in the room. Sparkly Michelle. That is right. I got sparkles on everywhere. All right. So tonight we have the super full moon. It is the last one for the year. There will not be another one until November 2024. So,
Little wait.
yeah. So what makes it a super moon? They are 14% larger and 30% brighter than the faintest moon of the year.
A lot like baby girl.
And that's according to NASA, a lot like baby girl. Yeah. And if you guys hear baby girl bark tonight, just look over her. She's not liking our little soundboard over here.
Well, she shouldn't hear it this time. Last time when we tested it, Shell didn't plug it into the computer. So it was actually out loud, and she didn't like the noises.
Even when I didn't, though, she still barked at them. All right, so the harvest moon is associated with the beginning of fall and the autumn equinox. The bright light of the September full moon has historically helped farmers work into the evening to harvest their bounties ahead of the first frost.
Nice.
So that is.
Is this when you make your corn maze?
Yeah, I guess, if you want to make a corn maze. So what are the potential effects of the full moon? Michaela says she loves baby girl. Let me see if I can get the comments back on here.
There.
Is that them?
Yeah.
Yep, there we go. All right. If you're freezing hot, Jeffrey, excuse me, back out and come back in. Sometimes that helps. But we have a green light on our side, so we're not slowing down any or freezing. So that might be something you want to do. Shannon. So you guys know that the full moon affects people. Do you think that the full moon affects people?
Yes.
Yeah. Like
I think a lot of people go to the ER, commit a lot of crimes.
we know from spending a lot of time in the hospital with mom that every full moon, the emergency room, one full moon we were in there, and every stinking seat in the ER was full. Do you remember that?
Yes.
People were sleeping on the floor. It was really crazy. So, what are some of the potential effects? Do we want to talk about werewolves?
Nope.
Do you have anything to say about werewolves? Because that's more your line than mine. Like, I don't know much about them other than they change in the full moonlight. Do you know anything about them? Like, what kills werewolves?
Silver.
Silver? Is that the only thing?
Yeah.
Only thing? Interesting.
Unless you cut their head off.
Babies, humans, or animals. Crazies come out. Yeah, that's for sure. A lot of people come out on the full moon. I'm not sure why. And I don't think scientists know why, particularly either. They come out a lot. We all do. I particularly like the moon no matter what phase it's in, but that's just me. Okay, so energy levels. I have noticed a lot of you this week have been talking about how you can't sleep. How many of you out there can't sleep during a full moon? Because I'm one of them. I have had a really rough time sleeping. How about you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of tossing and turning.
Anybody out there, anybody else have any problems sleeping in a full moon? It affects you, and then it makes you tired the next day. It affects your energy levels. And we're going to go through something that you can do to help get more sleep during a full moon called moon breathing later in the show. Chuck said, yes, jail was busy full moons. I worked there, not stayed. Yeah, that's right, Chuck. You were, what is it, PD?
PD.
PD, yeah. So jails filled up too, like crazy, like the ERs. I wonder why. That's so interesting. Laura says it has something to do with our bodies being made up of mostly water. Yeah, what Riley just said. And Riley said we are mostly made up of water, and the phases of the moon control the oceans, so I'm not surprised a full one would affect us. Exactly. Um, the full moon affects the tides, so why wouldn't it affect us? We're 75% water, I think. Yeah, 75% water. All right, so we are going to go over moon breathing a little bit later in the show. That's something that you can do to relax and get yourself some extra sleep on the full moon. So let's go to the next one here. Mental health. People report that the full moon affects their mood. Yes, definitely. I'm sure it affects women. What do you think?
Yes.
Do you think it affects women or men more? Michaela says, love you, baby girl. She loves you too, Michaela. Devette says we feel things more intensely. Yes, that is definitely true. Laura said, I never have issues sleeping. You never have issues sleeping more. I do, especially during the full moons. Also, coincidentally, you can wear amethyst to get good night's rest, but we'll go over that later in the show. So, what else does it affect besides mental health? Menstrual health.
Excellent.
Excellent. Menstrual health. Some people believe that the moon affects our menstrual cycles. What do you think, ladies? Does it? I think it does. Um, I think my body syncs with it every once in a while. Riley said, "Oh my God," and Brittany's still laughing my ass off. Whoops, I shouldn't have cussed probably. Beth Blogger says, I don't hardly ever sleep. Wear amethyst, Miss Bev. It will help you get a little bit better sleep, but also the breathing. Jeffrey says, yep, the moon breathing. I mean, you could practice this every night if you have problems sleeping every night, and let us know. Yeah, meditation is really great. Listening to green noise will help. All right, so sea turtles will lay their eggs and during full moons. That's interesting.
It's because the tide.
The higher tide will take them further onto the shore where it's better for them to make their nests. That's awesome. All right, so more babies are born during a full moon. A recent study has shown that the gravitational pull of the moon may have something to do with the amount of birth.
Amazing!
Statistics have shown a high rate of babies being born on or around a supermoon. So, there's anybody pregnant in our show, or you know somebody who is, keep a watch on them tonight. Tonight's super full moon. All right, so it's still unexplainable, but the numbers don't lie. Also, birds communicate differently.
Certain owls.
Certain owls, yeah. Animal behavior during the full moon varies from other phases of the moon. One species of owl, the eagle owl, uses its white neck feathers to communicate with other birds at night. During the full moon, this activity increases because it's easier to see with all of that moonlight. Really cool.
Yes.
We should go out and get some pictures of the moon. And here is one that everybody should know. Emergency rooms heat up. Many ER doctors think that the full moon really does have an effect on the number of patients admitted, as well as the strangest of the injuries they see. So not only do they get an uptick in the emergency room, but the injuries are weirder.
No
you
comment.
know what I'm thinking. That's why you're
Yes.
laughing. I'm not going to say anything inappropriate
A little
tonight.
something with whoop.
Who blabbed? Jeff said. Bev, I heard that. The chipmunks are in the house. Riley, I was born a day before a full moon. Wow. Riley said he looked it up. Awesome, guys. All right, last little one on this, how it affects us. Crime rates go up. So Chuck was just talking about that the jails fill up more on a full moon. Multiple studies have found that higher crime rates during full moon.
Mood changes.
Mood changes. Yep. You want to read that one?
Research has shown that the moon's gravitational pull may very well be responsible for messing with our emotions. Those with unsustainable personalities and
Personality disorders
yeah,
may be extra sensitive to the moon's pull. So if you have unstable personality or personality disorders, you may be extra sensitive to the full moon. Also, this is a good one though. Recovery in the hospital speeds up. One study found that patients who had to undergo emergency heart surgery recovered faster when they got the surgery on or near a full moon, and that they had a higher rate of survival. That's a positive.
yes,
Predators excuse me, predators are less active because of the increased light of the full moon. Predators tend to lay low during these times. So wouldn't a werewolf be a predator?
yes.
Maybe.
But a different type of predator.
But he's one that activates on the full moon, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Amanda Carpenter. Riley said, unfortunately, during a full moon, poachers to Africa use the light from it to kill rhinos and elephants. I don't even want to think about that, Riley. I hate that thought. Amanda says, Michaela Polly, thanks for the reminder. Yes, Michaela, thank you. She tags everybody when she comes in. Bless your heart, Michaela. We love you. All right. So next, we are going to go on to a trivia question. Are you guys ready? This on your screen now, we're going to do a trivia. The first person to answer correctly on my screen will win an instant prize out of our bucket. Are you ready? The question and the answers are on the screen. Type your answer now. Lynn had a cute comment on that. My comments do keep going away on my tablet. So whenever that happens, you guys just have to back out and come back in. The question was, a full moon on Halloween occurs once every, and the answer is, I believe Chuck got it first on my screen. The answer is D, 19 years.
Awesome. Congratulations.
So Chuck, congratulations. You won our first trivia question. And we're going to pop back on screen here. And we're going to show you what you win. Let me get out the prize bucket. Now, if I remember correctly, Chuck, you won a shot glass already, right? Correct? So we're going to give you one of the coolest prizes in our bucket tonight, Chuck. And coincidentally, if I did not mention it, prizes go out one time a month. And tomorrow, Saturday the 30th, is ship day for prizes. So any prizes won tonight will go out tomorrow. Now, we do have a crystal show scheduled for tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. If you order from our crystal show, anytime we have one, then prizes for both shows will go out with your box, so you don't have to wait the 30 days. But if you are waiting the 30 days, we take care of shipping. It's on us, and they're going out tomorrow. So, Chuck, you are winning one of, I think, the coolest prizes in our bucket tonight for your answer, and that is an old school Rubik's Cube. Congratulations on that win, Chuck. That will go in tomorrow's mail. All right. So congratulations. Mail. Isn't this fun? I love it. All right. We will have one more trivia question in the show. And you need to pay attention for that because we have more cool gifts. All right. And we also, remember, we're having the trick-or-treat game as well. Whenever Chris plays the sound, the first person to say trick-or-treat wins the prize. All right. Now we're moving on here. The paranormal side. Oh, we'll do the moon breathing. We'll do the moon breathing next, guys. This. Yeehaw. I don't know why we keep looking. All right, on my screen, Chuck, you are on it tonight because you came up first on my screen. Congratulations, you get an entry. No, wait, you want an instant prize, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You get another prize, Chuck. Oh, they can see us up there. Good. All right, let me pull out something. I don't know if you have children, Chuck, but I'm going to give you one of these. This is a Halloween glow mask. So if you have any children, they will love that. If not, feel free to pass it forward to someone who does. That's how we roll around here. I'm just going to leave this down here. That way I don't have to turn around. All right, so congratulations, Chuck, again. You won the first trick-or-treat game. Many more prizes in the bucket, guys. But you got to beat Chuck, apparently.
He's got fast fingers.
He's got fast fingers tonight. So you guys gotta watch out for Chuck. You're welcome, Chuck. Congratulations. Missy, your comments will always show up first on your screen. That's why we have to go by what we see on our screen. Also, there's lag as well. So whatever you comment, it's always going to show up first. We have to go by what's on our screen. All right. Laura said they have to go by their screen. Yeah. Because your comment will always show on your screen first above everybody else's. That's why we have to go by what our screen says. All right. So next we're going to go on to the moon breathing. Jeffrey, are you in the room? Do you know anything about this moon breathing concept here? Because I haven't heard a lot about it. But it does help you get a little bit more rest during a full moon. And I see a lot of you have that issue during a full moon.
We all toss and turn on the full moon. For
instance, last night I was up every hour until 9 o'clock this morning. Like I could sleep an hour max, and then I was up. So, Jeffrey, are you in the room? Do you know anything about the moon breathing? All right, we're going to show you about the moon breathing. Moon breathing is a yogic technique that's been around for ages.
A yogi technique.
Yogic. Like yoga? Yogic. All right, it's where you breathe only through your left nostril. So here we're going to have Chris demonstrate the moon breathing. I'm sorry, that was just funny. All right, so moon breathing, you only breathe through your left nostril. You see how the woman's doing it up there, like this?
Why do you just go like this?
You plug up your right nostril with kind of like in a yoga position, and you breathe only through your left nostril, and you close off your right nostril with your hands. All right, then you're going to breathe. It improves your overall sleep quality. It can help combat the sleep disruption felt by the full moon. Now, this is a type of controlled breathing. Before we do investigations or we try to tap psychically into wherever we're at, we will do the controlled breathing, which usually try to do it in and out 3 times at least. But this is another type of controlled breathing. You will breathe just through your left nostril. It also
Your hand's not big enough to block your nose.
It is, because my hand's the size of my nose. Your hand will cover up my whole face.
Yeah, because you're a Muppet.
Don't you just love him? I'm fun size, thanks. All right, so where were we? Okay, this is a type of controlled breathing through your left nostril. Not only helps you feel more centered and relaxed, which we all know yoga does, it also stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system so you can rest and digest your food better. So if you have any digestion issues, this could help you with that as well. The more you do this type of breath work, the easier it is to stay calm and relaxed. So you can even do it like if you're stressed out. Just stop, center yourself, relax, and breathe through your left nostril. Or if you have another way you can breathe through your left nostril and not your right, do whatever works for you.
I got a question for you.
Yes. What's your question? What? What?
Since you're so small, when you hold your nose and hold your breath, you start to float.
Oh, you're funny. We all float here, right, Brittany? All right. So try this before bed whenever you need to relax. Come to a seated or reclined position. Close your eyes. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Take in a deep breath. Fill your lungs and feel your chest expand. Use your right thumb to close off your right nostril. Rest your other fingers down on the palm of your hand, or extend the fourth and fifth fingers across your face. Repeat for a few minutes until your mind has settled and you feel calmer and more relaxed. And that is how you do moon breathing, guys. Do you have any questions about moon breathing? And like I said, you can do it anytime you want. It doesn't have to be during a full moon. It can be if you feel back out and come back in if you're freezing to bed.
We're still good. It shows our feed.
Yeah, our feed's still
got a
good on
signal of
our
5.
side. Yeah, we got a full signal over here and a green light. So hopefully nobody else is having that issue. Maybe if you close all your apps on your phone and come back, because sometimes those apps can interfere greatly. All right, so any questions about the moon breathing? Chris, you want to demonstrate one more time? Yes.
We don't need you to do it. You'll start to float.
We all float here. Jeez. All right, so another topic is the full moon and does it increase paranormal activity? Does it increase paranormal activity?
Yeah.
We're off to the races. The vet says the way I sleep closes my right nostril, but I still don't sleep through the night. Yeah, wear some amethyst, slip some amethyst under your pillow. First person on my screen was Laura Dalmastro. Laura, congratulations. You have won the next instant prize. This will be fun. So we're going to bounce back on screen. We're going to pull up the prize bucket here. Let's see, what are we going to give? Now, I know that you don't you don't wear earrings. So I'm going to give you one of the light up Halloween mats. You're going to get a pumpkin, Miss Laura. Congratulations. That is for the Off the Races trick or treat game. All right, so back to whether this affects paranormal. What do you guys think? Do you guys think the full moon affects the paranormal activity that we see from around?
They said yes.
Yes? Yes. If you said yes, you are correct. It does affect our paranormal activity. So the rainstorms, electrical storms, all
Lightning.
that. What?
Lightning, especially.
Lightning, yeah, because of the energy it gives off. Yes, a full moon, it results in increase in paranormal activity, mainly due to people feeling more emotional openness than usual. They say that during this time, especially, the veil keeps continuing to get thinner and thinner the closer we get to the 31st. Actually, it goes way past that to December 25th, I believe. The veil is actually thinner. So, and then on full moons, then we are open more to the other side. Even if you don't think you're psychic, trust me, everyone is psychic. Everyone has these abilities. You just have to learn how to interpret them and to work with them.
Open up more.
Yes, and those of you who follow us on the crystal side, your senses will open up automatic. Well, I wouldn't say automatically. You got to work on it a little bit, but just having crystals in your home will help you to develop your senses. So that's always one of the cool things about crystals. I do keep losing comments over here. Michaela said yes, 100. Shannon is freezing, and you can watch your replay, Shannon, if you'd like. I mean, I would try closing all your apps. Anybody else having any freezing issues? Amanda says yes. Laura said, oh, yes, definitely. And Teresa said yes. All right, so the belief is fairly common that ghostly activity fluctuates during the lunar cycle and it reaches its peak during a full moon. Some say this spike in activity occurs over the 5 days either side of the full moon. So 5 days before
And 5 days after.
and 5 days after. At a point 5 days before or after a full moon, the lunar surface would be about 75% illuminated, which is a gibbous moon. Yes, it is amazing. So, next, you got your little piece of equipment over there?
No.
Beliefs vary, but some think that when the moon is shining at night, it emits a certain frequency of energy that allows us to see ghosts and spirits, while others think that the moon is actually giving spirits the energy they need to manifest in themselves to us. So that's one theory. This theory is backed up by paranormal investigators' experiments with a device called the EM pump. Have you guys ever heard us talk about the EM pump before? Which pumps electromagnetic energy into a location in the hopes that the spirits can draw on that energy and use it to manifest or communicate. The obvious fact that is being overlooked here is that sunlight and moonlight is also a form of electromagnetic energy. So, being as such, it might also be able to fuel a haunting. So, you guys see here up a little bit because it's in the little, there you go. You guys see here Chris's custom EM pump. He makes this. We have tested it out. I make him take it everywhere we go because even if we're not getting a lot of activity, all he has to do is turn this on, and this gives them the energy they need to communicate, show themselves. So, what they're basically saying, what investigators basically say, is the sun and the moon also puts out this energy. So, during a full moon, that is also a reason why hauntings are heightened. So we're not going to turn this on tonight because if we did, I have a feeling we would malfunction a bunch of equipment.
It would definitely interfere with our feed and everything else.
But you guys have seen that before, the EM pump. It is something that I love.
Brittany can tell you what it'll do.
Yeah. We were at the old college,
Old
hospital on College Hill, and we ran this thing on the second floor. And I don't know if you guys have seen 13 Ghosts, have watched that movie, but it felt like, Brittany, what do you think? It felt like we were in the movie 13 Ghosts because it felt like they were all there. All the characters in the hospital were all around us on the second floor.
They definitely gathered around.
Yeah. So whenever we're at a location when we're filming or trying to get evidence for entertainment purposes, we're not helping people, then we will take that and we will turn it on just to make the evidence collection a lot faster for us and a lot more exciting. Riley says he loves 13 Ghosts. Yes, I do too. I think they should do a backstory on all 13 Ghosts. Brittany, yes, that was crazy. All the spirits were in one room, right? You could feel them all there. And they came down from whatever level they were chilling on, and they all just gathered around us on the second floor. If you guys haven't watched
They
that,
followed us clear into the last room on the second floor.
Yeah.
Just gathered around.
If you guys have not watched our little clips on the EM pump at the old hospital on College Hill, go to our YouTube, QQ Paranormal Official. It's there. You can watch what happened when we turned the EM pump on. Chris contacted a non-human entity on the second floor using the EM pump. So it's really interesting if you guys want to check it out. All right, so now get ready because here is our second trivia question of the night. Are we ready? Do you have your fingers ready? Let me make sure my comments are working well so that I can determine who comes up first. Yes, Len Freeman, and a super moon is even closer to the Earth. All right, so the question is, which story originated the Headless Horseman? Let me see who came up first on my screen. The Headless Horseman. Which story first on my screen was the Vet Stout? The correct answer is Legend of Sleepy Hollow. That was C. So congratulations, the Vet Stout. You are winning our next instant prize out of the bucket, out of the Q2 Fan Sweets bucket for the answering that question correctly. Now let me bounce back here and put our lovely faces on the screen. All right, let me get the prize bucket out of here. All right, Miss Devette. Have you won a shot glass yet, Devette? I can't remember because we gave out so many. Do you have a shot glass yet, Devette?
Even if she does, there's two of them.
Oh, yeah. So Rusty could have one. Wow. I had this horse that ran around double hoof kicking whoever it wanted. Wow. All right, so I'm not getting. Let me
That
see
said
here.
no.
No. Okay. I am giving you, the vet, a shot glass. The Sanderson sisters. So congratulations to that. All right. So let me get these. So we have one shot glass left that we're going to give away. We're hoping Brittany wins something because I'm really saving it for Brittany. All right. So, what do you think about the full moon? What do you think of what we talked about tonight, Chris? We don't get to hear from you a lot.
What do I think?
Yeah.
I think I like to investigate when it's full moon.
You like to investigate when it's full moon, so maybe we'll go out and investigate later tonight, guys. If you're subscribed to our YouTube, then you'll get that notice when we do catch cool evidence and we have lives and stuff. All right, so we're going to go on now to a little bit of information on how to work with the energy of the harvest moon. All right, that's on everybody's screen now. The harvest moon will radiate with gratitude. So don't be afraid to show your appreciation for your blessings this lunation. Whether you're acknowledging a specific gift, like your career or relationship, or you're recognizing your good fortune as a whole, take a moment to celebrate the abundance in your life and feel gratitude for the crops you've harvested during your full moon. So we should all be taking our um, moments during this super full moon to express our gratitude for what we have in our relationships, our family. A lot of family didn't make it this year. So always be appreciative of what you have and you will attract more into that into your life. Do you see comments? Hi, Greg Pratt. Welcome to Q2 Hour. Brittany said, I love the full moon and what it can do to us and to the world around us, but I don't like the lows it can bring on. Yeah, nobody likes the lows, but knowing is half the battle, right? So if you know, then you can kind of prevent some of those lows from happening. You can talk. I mean, you can say the comments. What? What are we laughing at?
What Lynn said.
Okay, what did Lynn say?
How to say a name of a demon without actually summoning it.
Oh, well, then that's definitely your business.
That's a tricky question because you don't have to say it if you're thinking it, you're technically saying it.
All it takes is for you to think about it and actually take it one step further. And this is the problem I have with a lot of group ghost hunters on TV. I'm not going to name his name, but he's one of the, he's got one of the most well-known groups out there. They put out these things and they're constantly giving you demon names. And what is broadcasting it all over the world? What does that do? All it takes is for you to think that name, and you're building that connection. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's a lot harder to get rid of a demon than what people think. It is not just go in, throw some holy water, say a couple blessings, and be on your way.
No, it is, and depending on the level they are, right, determines how hard.
You have minions. I mean, it's just like a military rank up until
like an army,
yeah,
like an army of soldiers, and depending on their rank, really depends on how hard it is to get rid of them.
It's all it is, military rank. That's how they're.
And I mean, there are some cases you can't do, right, because it's just it would take an actual Catholic priest, right, and that case we have to refer them. But yeah, so like
When it comes to that point, my job is to collect evidence to show to someone like that, so they will actually intervene and help the people.
Yeah, we're all about helping people, and that's one of the things I don't agree with. Like last night, we were watching. Should I say the name of the show? No, I'm not going to say the name of the show, but I will tell you privately. I don't want to say it publicly, but watching a new ghost show that came out last night, they have determined that they are dealing with the top two, the second in command demon. Okay, and in last night's episode alone, they probably said that demon's name, what, 30 times?
They didn't say second in command. They said
His name.
the second general.
The second general. So again, it's like the army. So they have this top level demon that is attached to this lady and her family. And they said its name 30 times, broadcasting it across America. And all it takes is for you to think of that name in your head. And that's enough to make that connection. So when we are out filming, we are out doing anything, you will never hear us say a demon by its name publicly because your safety is more important to us.
I'll tell everybody right now, if something comes through us like that and we actually get a name, you'll know by my reaction. There won't be any words needed.
And we are trained to just go to the side and tell him the name because I'll be honest, I don't know them. I don't want to know them. It's not my department, it's his. He knows them. So I will go to him, or any investigator in our group will go to him and tell him the name that we pick up on. We don't say it in front of our clients. We definitely don't say it to the masses because that's enough. Like watching it through the screen and thinking about it multiple times, that's enough to get you. So anyways, that was a long tangent, but that's one of the things I don't agree with these big name groups. They just don't care about your safety, and it's like they're purposely spreading this across the world Like, that's just what it seems like to me. But
I want to
anyways,
point something else out. We started watching the show last night that we were watching. Before it was 10 seconds in, I told Shell, this is because of what happened to this person in the past. And that's exactly what happened.
and the name that came out completely floored me because I have had my share of interaction with this particular one. So I don't even know if I want to watch the show anymore because I just don't agree with them just throwing the name out everywhere. But that's just me. All right, ways to work with the harvest moon's energy. So we're practicing gratitude. We went over that. As the harvest moon will be opposing the sun in Libra, you may find yourself questioning the I versus the we instead of overthinking everything, a classic Libra trait. You Libras out there, do you overthink a lot? Use your inner wisdom to guide you. Is there a comment that you need to talk about?
I don't know. I was looking at the new ones.
Oh, here, let me move this over here. Is Amanda in here? Hey, Amanda. Hey, better late than never, girl. We are glad to see you in the room. We're talking about full moon energy tonight. We are talking about right now how to work with the full moon energy. This is we are in Libra season, I believe. There is a bunch of opportunities coming for everybody. So let's all try to stay in that positive mindset. What?
Chuck's cat's name.
What is Chuck's cat's name?
No, I'm not saying it.
Uh-oh, Chuck. You're on Chris's no-no list now. He's not going to repeat the name. All right, so make sure to take
And technically, that name's just a nickname. That's not the actual name.
That's not the actual name? Well, I don't
And
want
if
to
he
know
knew
then.
who he was dealing with, he wouldn't be calling his cat Zozo.
Oh, no, no, no. Don't say that again. No, 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 Chuck. Mm-mm. That might have something to do with your luck that you've got going on.
We love you too, Amanda.
We love you too, girl.
Amanda Carpenter said, I'm sitting outside with the full moon now.
I wanted to do that, but it was a little too late to make that happen. We wanted to do this show outside, but mainly because I was sweating these things off my face. They were starting to run down my forehead. But let me see. I need to fix this. I don't know why the comments keep freezing on this.
Did we get Amanda in for the share? She shared earlier, but she had to leave and come back.
No, we did not, but I'll do it now.
Amanda Carpenter said, love to all the Amandas.
Yes.
Amanda V said, I'm outside, but it's raining.
All right, Amanda V, I got you in the bucket for sharing. Anybody else who came in late, you want to share, just let us know that you shared by typing comment in the comments that you shared, and we will get you in the bucket. If you have liked or followed any of our socials, if you have, oh, we got echo now. Chris is going crazy over here. If you have shared any of our promos, if you have liked or followed any of us on or any of our socials, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, then you are in the bucket as well. Our new followers today, you're in the bucket. We already got that all covered. Let's see. Any other shares? All right. Imagine for a moment the song Kumaya was the proper name for a demon. Our tablet keeps doing that too. It must just, I don't know.
It's Facebook.
Yeah, it's Facebook. We are off to the races, guys. But you gotta watch that one because that one's not reliable. The vet stout. On our screen, you came in right before Missy Hardman, almost on that Missy. All right, the vet. I am giving you out of the prize bucket. I am giving you a pair of our hatchet earrings.
Congratulations.
There they are. Those are our hatchet earrings. We are giving you the first pair tonight. We have more to give out. So We'll have to get Chris on the sound over there.
Amanda Carpenter said she shared to her dad's page.
Okay, Amanda, let me get you in there. Again, when we do the end of the show, which will be within the next 10-15 minutes probably, the 2 winners we choose tonight, you're getting our first t-shirt giveaway.
Calm down there.
I'm getting Chris all bothered over here. Can you believe he wanted to do the show with no shirt on? I told him to do it, and he's like, nah. He changed his mind at the end.
It's like 85 degrees in here.
It is, and that's why I wanted to do this outside. But anyways, okay, so make sure to take care of any things now that are bothering you, because suppressed feelings might bubble to the surface and refuse to be ignored. Practicing shadow work is a great way to address these emotions head on, especially if you're feeling particularly overwhelmed or anxious this full moon. Shadow work. You guys don't know what I'm talking about when I say shadow work. You're going to want to bounce over to our Crystal Chambers Facebook group, Q2 Crystals. We talk about shadow work. We talk about everything metaphysical, and we do crystal shows usually every weekend unless we have a case. All right. The solar eclipse on October 14th will put a major focus on your partnerships. But you can get ahead of all the drama by opening up a line of honesty communication with your friends, family, coworkers, and roommates right now. Get ready to witness breakups and boundaries, and most importantly, prepare to take a stand for what you desire and believe in. In other words, drop those situationships as soon as possible. So that's a little concerning, you guys. Around October 14th, we are having a solar eclipse, and it puts major focus on our relationships, not only with our significant others, but also our family and our friends and even the people we work with. So start being honest now. If you're not being honest about anything, keep the lines of communication open. That way, when the solar eclipse rolls through, you're going to sail right on through.
This is what the liars get.
All right, guys. So I got these things all out of whack. All right. Got any comments? Flora said laugh out loud, Riley. Laugh out loud.
Riley said I can bring out the welding helmet to watch it.
Right? I'm just giving you the heads up now, guys. It's in the stars. We all got to be careful with our communications. Chris, what are you doing here? Well, we're off to the races again. All right, on our screen, Chuck, you must have amazing internet or fast fingers, because you again are first on our screen. So what are we going to give Chuck? Congratulations. Let me put us back on the screen real quick.
Can't be giving prizes out in secret.
No. We gotta show what we're giving. See here. All right, Chuck. Again, I don't know if you have any children in your life, but I'm giving you a celestial face jewel. So again, if you do not have
5
any
entries
children,
if you take a picture with it on.
Chris says 5 entries in the bucket if you take a picture of it on. I got ahead of the game. I put one on tonight. I said, why not? That one's Chuck's. Got more of those to give away as well. Congratulations. All right. So now, if you guys have any questions about anything we've gone over tonight or anything paranormal in general, if you have any questions about demons for Chris, now's the time to talk about it.
Lynn asked the question.
All right, go ahead, and I got to do something here. Go ahead. And
he said HP Lovecraft creature's name. I won't say any. Were these of legends that you know of?
Do you?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think we do. I don't think.
Not unless they've got it listed under something else.
Bev, congratulations. Amanda, anyone else lose signal? Yay, it's back. Yeah, we're bouncing back and forth, guys, between screens. Any questions? Any questions at all? Amanda, thank you. We're giving away these tonight in the show.
Michaela said, "Can the moon make you feel off? I felt off all week."
Yes, it can affect you physically. It can affect you mentally. It affects, like a lot of people end up in the hospital. But also on a positive note, it helps you recover from surgery faster. And I know a couple of you have had surgery here lately.
See Raleigh's comment. Just keep it in mind.
Okay.
So you can get back to what you were doing. I'm just saying.
Okay. Yeah, I was finished answering that. Raleigh said, what's the worst demon or ghost you've come across? We'll go back to our faces here. What's the worst one we've come across? Well, I gotta think. What's the worst one we've come across? We've come across so many.
I'd say the worst one I've dealt with personally myself, like not attached to me or anything, but
one we can talk about
is from the Enchanted Forest.
The Enchanted Forest, yeah.
We've had some pretty gnarly investigations over there. It's a shame that we can't go live when we're there.
Yeah, it's just way out in the woods. I don't know why this is happening, but when we do woodland locations, we are running into Bigfoot scenarios, and we're not Bigfoot hunters. We're not going into the woods looking for Bigfoot, but Bigfoot is looking for us apparently, because we've had some scary situations at the Enchanted Forest that I'm tempted to say it was on the level of Bigfoot. We heard trees collapsing beside of us after we were told danger to leave.
That ain't even what I'm talking about.
Also, aliens have happened at Enchanted Forest. I'm also convinced that we ran up against aliens. But also, there is a very, very, very bad.
Jerry Lewis asked you a question.
All right. There is a very, very bad spirit at Enchanted Forest. Again, we have little clips of that on our YouTube as well. We haven't been there in a while. We take our recruits there. We took JJ and Brittany there so that they could come up against something.
So they could get a feel for something that wasn't natural and wasn't just a human spirit pretending to be something else.
Very powerful. She will come home with you. You have to be super careful. So it's kind of like ripping the Band-Aid off. We take them there, and they did really well. We wouldn't let them get out of the Jeep. This is how bad this spirit is. They had to stay inside the Jeep. But I would say that is one of the worst spirits. And I think that's Chris's answer as well. What did Jerry say? Can the moon make breasts look bigger like the movie Bruce Almighty? I don't think it can do that. I'm sure you guys would really like it to, but not in this dimension, I don't think.
Scroll through comments here and look. No, that was in West Virginia, Lynn. The one we're talking about.
Michaela said she's cried more this week than all year. Also, the energy that comes from, it doesn't have to be a full moon. There is energy that beams down on us.
Chuck, we have been around the Hawking Hills area.
Enchanted Forest, was this in Connecticut? No. In West Virginia. Coincidentally, when we first started this, and honest to God, I didn't even know I was psychic. Like, I knew I had something going on, but I just thought it was weird. But we took everyone in our group, and we all have abilities. We're all psychic. Chris was the only one that knew the story of the Enchanted Forest. And one by one, like an initiation, I went first.
First off, let me say this. I took everybody there to make sure I wasn't crazy.
No. But it ended up being like a test of our abilities. like I said, I went first, and at the time, no idea I had any abilities at all until I went through this experience, and I came out like, well, I guess I'm psychic because each one of us, there was 4 of us, or 3 of us that did it. Each one of us went separate times. I think 2 of them went on a separate day. I went by myself on the day. He wouldn't tell me what was going on, and each one of us did a reading at the Enchanted Forest. And at the end of the experience, we all hit on the same things. So we kind of validated each other. I learned a few things. Go ahead.
Laura won a trick or treat game. You just kept talking over the noise.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jeffrey had no hints or anything on the location. No, we didn't. Jeffrey was one that went with us, and I was really interested in seeing what Jeffrey had to say at this location because he's definitely gifted. Like I've known him since he was in junior high, and I look to him. I call him my spiritual advisor, but I look to him when it comes to matters of this because to me he's up here and I'm down here. But anyways, yeah, he went and he validated the things that I said. So it was really cool. And we didn't tell them even where we were going. We didn't tell them. You didn't tell me. I had no idea where I was going. I didn't know anything about the location. So it was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool test. All right, so Laura, you won the talking game. Sorry, girl. I forget. Well,
Not the
I'm
talking
gonna.
game. The trick or
Oh,
treat
the
game.
trick or treat game. Sorry, that's
You
Chris's
done.
side. I'm gonna give this to you because I don't think Brittany's gonna win anytime soon. I don't. Brittany, are you there? I'm giving your mother. It's time to float shot glass. So I think I gave Amanda one too. So between the 2 of them, you should be getting tortured by the it shot glass. All right. So, all right, there she is.
Jeff, how many times, man?
What?
Jeff's comment.
I know I said, what do red eyes mean, safe or no?
No.
Yeah. So it was really funny. We had walkies, and this was in the infancy of our group. Like I said, I didn't even really realize
we were just
I
coming
wasn't
together as a
weird.
group.
Right. I was just realizing I wasn't weird after all. And, I was in that period. But this was the infancy of our group, and we had just gotten the walkies, and we hopped the fence to get to this enchanted forest
You have to.
in the witch's house. So I'm not going to say his name, but we'll just say investigator number 4 was really scared. We all hopped the fence. We all went into the enchanted forest, and he decided to stay back by the vehicle on the gate. And
Chuck, I'll get to you in 1 minute. I see your question. Go ahead.
okay, and so all of a sudden he screams, "Hey, where you at?" or something like that. And then I'm like, usually, we have walkies. Why are you screaming? He's like, "Oh yeah, where you at?" And if you ever hear Jeff and I joke about the spirit says go too far, that's from this night.
Too far, come back.
Yeah, too far, come back. It's a whole thing. But Jeff was way back because Jeff's not afraid of anything, and actually he prefers to do his reading and picking up on things by himself. So it's not unusual. I know this because I've known Jeff for so long. It's not unusual for him to walk out into the darkness completely by himself, and he's fine. He's not scared or anything. That's actually what he prefers to do. And this particular night at the Enchanted Forest, he went back there, and he walked and said, "Red eyes, is that safe or not?" And Chris was like, "Tell him to get out of there now." And like we had no idea what was going on with the red eyes even. But explain to people about the red eyes. Where did the red eyes come from?
Demons. Hellhounds. It just depends on what you're interacting with. But hellhounds are the biggest thing that show red eyes.
So that's what's at the Enchanted. It's really bad stuff at that Enchanted Forest.
Hellhounds are part of what's there.
Yeah. And you can smell them, or I can smell them. They smell like nasty, wet dogs. What was Chuck's question?
He asked if there were any good apps for the phone.
There are some that we use.
The
Portal.
You have to pay. Well, that's not. There's a free version of the portal and a paid version, but the one that I like is called EchoVox 3, and you have to pay for it, and it can only be used on one device.
And there's also another one that you and Jeffrey both use. It starts with an N. Necrophonic, that's another one. Jeff and Chris both use that. I use one called the Portal. Those are 3 right there that are very good sound apps you can use if you're going out. But I do have to mention, if you're going out on your own, please use protection, protect yourself. Make sure you're not bringing anything back home with you. Any other questions?
Laura said, "Okay." Very weird. You all call it the Enchanted Forest.
Yeah, that's what the name we came up with, and it's stuff. Again,
that's not the original name. We had a different name, but we changed it because we didn't want people.
Yeah, we didn't. I think we were calling it the Witch's House or something, but we
Witch Hill.
Witch Hill, because I got that in an automatic drawing that I did. I drew in the automatic writing a mountain, but I had written Witch Hill backwards. It was something that I picked up on when we were there, so we started calling it Witch Hill. But we didn't feel like we wanted to call it that. Like, we didn't want it to be so, like I have a negative connotation. So we started calling it Enchanted Forest.
What we call the Enchanted Forest is actually got like 3 different layers. It starts at the bottom of this entire area, and then you can go like it's almost like you're stepping up a ladder. Like you start at the bottom when it's lower level stuff that's not dangerous. Then there's like another spot in the area that's a little higher up, and then the final area that's way higher than the rest of it, and there's like a little more dark.
It's like zones. You got the safe zone at the bottom of the hill. That's where we let our recruits get out of the Jeep because it's relatively safe there. And then you got the higher, more dangerous level of the Enchanted Forest. So that tends to be our training ground. But nasty spirit there. The Evil Forest in Connecticut, Lynn says. Wow, we'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
Is that the place where the cemetery at the top of the hill is something really evil up there? No, that's different. There's no cemetery here at Witch Hill. Brittany was there. We didn't let her out of the Jeep.
Actually, you're wrong. There is. That's the middle part.
Oh, well, we never been to the middle part.
Yeah, we have. That's where lizards were.
Oh, that's right. I forgot there is a cemetery.
The cemetery was built there in the 1800s. Like, the earliest grave I found so far was like 1842.
So yeah, there is a cemetery there. It was built on Indian grounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this place is so fascinating. This is why we keep going back there. Like, I had to come home and Google it because I've lived in West Virginia off and on my whole life. Like, and I have never went outside and saw a lizard. Well, at this church, we have pictures of it on a Q2 Paranormal page. Maybe I'll post them tomorrow. Jeff and I all found this beautiful lizard by this church on the Indian grounds. And I was like, I was going to take it home because I thought it was somebody's pet that got loose. I've never seen a lizard in West Virginia before, right? So after we got done with the photo shoot, one of them was on the on a tombstone that said "Rest in Peace," and had the lizard was on it. It was so cute. But we went up to the top part, which is to me the most dangerous part, and Chris just puts his hand out like this, and all of a sudden a lizard drops from the air and lands right in his hand, and we're like, "What? What in the world?" This place is crazy on different levels. Pretty lizards on what? Oh, that's right. It said WTF in the lizard. Yeah, I have pictures of that too. That was so funny. But this place is multi-level weird. And like I said, Bigfoot, we've encountered Bigfoot and aliens there one night. Chris even got scared and we took off. It sounded like a jet was freaking going to land on our Jeep that night.
I'll tell you what, we were driving and I slammed the brakes on because it sounded like something was getting ready to land on top of the Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought for sure something moved.
Yeah. And it sounded like a jet, and then we saw red-eyed people. A quarter mile from me on old abandoned road is a very old rundown house Would that be okay to do a solo? It's okay for you to investigate. The important thing is you do things to protect yourself. You need to make sure you're grounded. I recommend having sage so you can um, sage yourself before and after. If I always like to snuff it up in my nose a little bit. If you don't have allergies or any kind of breathing problems, I would recommend that as well. You want to do your breath work. What else would you recommend? This is more your thing.
Be mentally prepared.
I mean, for us, we wear crystals. So if you're not into that yet, but we're having a crystal show tomorrow night, so we can help you with that. But again, anybody out there that I know this is like a hot thing to do, like everybody's interested in paranormal, everybody wants to go and investigate, but please be careful.
You're better off to have another person with you.
Yeah.
To be honest, I mean,
being by yourself is a really easy way to bring something home.
Yeah, and because if you're by yourself, you're going to be completely open. No one there to help shield.
Yeah.
So when you start breaking down mentally from everything going on, you're going to be completely vulnerable.
Jeff says, feels like a vortex of the unknown, right? We've encountered aliens, Bigfoot, I mean, just lizards. I mean, everything that you can imagine there at Jan Forest.
Did you see Brittany's comment?
Go to our Q2 Paranormal official YouTube, and you will see clips from the Enchanted Forest there. One of them, I caught a black orb around the area. Jeff said he saw the red eyes, so that's something you want to look forward to. Brittany, till she came down the damn hill looking for someone who I won't name, right? She knew who to target, but
I know what Lynn's talking about.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Jeff says always go in pairs. Take a friend with you. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Lynn's comment.
I know what he's talking about.
Oh.
They were competitors with Sam.
Yeah, Lindbergh. They were flying to America.
You can use
no incense. It needs to be
Palo Santo or sage.
Sage or Palo Santo. In my opinion.
Or both. And
please don't cleanse your crystals with incense sticks.
Please don't.
It will turn them black. We've had that happen with customers before. Any other paranormal questions that you guys have? Like I said, there are Enchanted Forest clips on our YouTube, Q2 Paranormal Official. That is our YouTube. We have the infirmary, all sorts of things on there that we do on our own. So check that out. Let's see. More
coming soon.
TikTok. We just started our TikTok. We had like 93 followers. We have up to almost 500 now that we've gotten in the last couple days. So thank you guys for that. We are on TikTok. We just started it. Before we can do lives on TikTok, we have to get to 1,000 people. So that's what our goal is right now. And then we'll do live on TikTok as well. Yep, you can do better sea salt on your crystals. Lynn, yes, you can do that. It does not have to be sage. Also, like tonight, you guys, those of you who are doing crystals, take your pieces out and get some super full moon water. Get some charges on those crystals. Nothing better. Yeah, cleanse them and charge them with the moonlight. Nothing better than that, in my opinion.
You can bury them too, but I don't recommend it.
I don't recommend burying them because it's really hard to find them. Let's see. And Laura said malachite. Yes, that's right. Malachite is Chris's favorite. I tend to like smoky quartz or terminated quartz, but I mean, it's whatever calls to you guys. That is, we do know for a fact that crystals do help protect you in investigations. We have tested it out many times. Are there any other paranormal questions? We went over the show a little bit tonight. I apologize, but I feel like we had some interesting conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to talk just a minute about tomorrow night, guys. Oh, my mouse stopped working. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m., we are having a live crystal show over in the Crystal Chambers. Again, this is more of our metaphysical side. We got into this because of our paranormal activities. We started to do research, and realized how much these things help us in everyday life. So if you want to visit us over at the Q2 Crystals group on Facebook, our next live show is tomorrow night at 8 p.m. We will teach you about the healing energy of crystals, the protective energy of crystals. I am always happy to do a show over there because I love my crystals. So tomorrow night at 8 p.m., guys, we are having a live show at a regular time, Saturday night. It's been Sunday night for a couple weeks now because we had to. Oh, really quickly, last weekend we had a case. We had a home case, and
This conversation is shit.
huh? Don't say that yet. They don't know what you're talking about. So last weekend we had a home investigation, and it is our policy not to reveal names of anywhere we go, private investigation wise. But the client thought he had a demon in his building. It started up when he brought a dozer into his home. It escalated, and he was hit in the back of the leg pretty hard by the spirit one night. And it scared him to the point where he couldn't do his work in his garage, and his income depended on that. So he called us out, and we had an interesting time. How old was that house? Was it 1800s or was it 1700s? I can't remember.
It was 1800s.
It was 200 years old. So it was a very old home, and his teenage son, 13 years old. Um, that's a issue in itself. Also, I picked up that he had abilities, so his son is seeing spirits. He has like the type of land, it's an old home. He has protective spirits around. He has a cemetery in the back, in the mountains behind his house. He has spirits coming from all directions, but they're more protective. And we pretty much zoned in on the garage, which it was it was not demonic. It ended up being a grumpy old man.
It was a trickster.
A trickster. We call him the trickster because he wanted to invoke fear into this homeowner so that he could have the garage all to himself. So, and that worked. It scared the homeowner to the point where he didn't want to go out and work anymore, and he hadn't been in the garage for a while until he came to help. And so we called him the trickster, and we were able to do, and hopefully we'll get footage of this. I don't know if we were recording my SD session.
I don't know how much of it we got because it actually killed the camera.
Yeah, we got battery drainage there, but in the SD session, funny something funny that he said. And when you're in SD session, you don't know what they're asking you. You can't hear the questions. You just know what you're hearing. And I actually broke down and laughed in this SD session, something I don't normally do because what he told me was so freaking funny. And what he told me was, this conversation is shit. So when I said it, I started laughing, and Chris will have to tell you about his side of it because I don't know what was going on. I just started laughing because of what he told me to say.
When it started out, I was getting a little more aggressive with it, getting ready to start pushing it out. And we had the homeowner come in to stand his ground, stand up to it once we figured out it was just a grumpy old man. And the homeowner told him he wasn't welcome and stuff. And when the homeowner said it, the spirit come through, and Shell was like, shh, telling us to be quiet.
Yeah, I did say shh.
And I said, you're not welcome here. You are going to leave when this is over. We just want answers to why you're being physical with the homeowner and kicking them. And he said, this conversation is shit.
Which I started laughing as soon as I said it because no matter what they're saying, when a spirit tells you that, it's freaking funny. So I started laughing. But apparently I shushed them a couple times. Whenever the conversation got heated with Chris or started to escalate, then I would say shh. And hopefully we have it on film. We haven't looked yet, but if we do, we will add that to YouTube because
Maybe.
it's nothing that's going to identify the client, and we can edit it in a way that's not going to identify the client. But you can hear me in my SD session. We're going to upload that to YouTube hopefully this week, It will be labeled the trickster. So all in all, we helped him with the situation. Felt really good, and he hasn't called us yet. So I'm hoping that it's a permanent fix for him. So all right, guys. So we went over about a half hour on our show tonight. But we had fun talking to you guys, and like I said, tomorrow night we will be over on the Q2 Crystal side. We were doing a live crystal show over there starting at 8 o'clock, and we hope to see you guys all there. So without further ado, before we close the show out, as promised, we are going to give away 2 of our brand new fan t-shirts to 2 people in our fan bucket.
Amazing!
I think people are getting tired. Yep. Sorry. All right, guys. So we're going to give away 2 t-shirts right now. Wherever that fan bucket went to. All right. So our next show, you're probably going to see 2 buckets. But this is our fan sweeps bucket. Again, anytime you share our live feeds, or you guys all know that already. All right. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to rustle these up. I'll let you rustle them up really fast. Try not to drop any on the floor. Two people are going to draw for the fans sweepstakes. If you're not in the room, don't worry about it tonight because I know we went over. You don't have to be in the room to claim these. All right. So, person, and I'm going to dig way down in the bottom. Chris always picks the top one. I'm going to go down to the bottom.
The very bottom.
Missy says, good luck. Yes, good luck, everybody. Here's the first one. Brooklyn Christie. She's one of our new followers. Brooklyn Christie. Congratulations. One more person is getting a fan t-shirt right now. Well, I'll just go with Papa. All right. Pretty sure that says Bev Flogger. Bev Flogger, congratulations. You and Brooklyn Christie are getting our new fan t-shirts. But don't feel disappointed. We will be here every Friday night, no matter where we are in the United States. Because let's face it, we're not going to go overseas. But yes, congratulations, everybody. All right, so yeah, Friday nights, 10:30 p.m. or 10 o'clock p.m. Q2 hour. We're giving away shirts every week to fans. And we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. And we will see you at the Crystal Chambers tomorrow night at 8 o'clock.
Later, guys.
Mwah. Bye, guys.